Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a tutorial using the new Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I was so excited months ago when I first heard rumors about this palette coming out, kind of sneak peek pictures, and it's finally arrived. This has been sold out, so hard to get. Hopefully it'll just be easier. You can get it at Ulta, Sephora. I think they might have sold out on the Too Faced website, but I think as usual the packaging is so adorable, really great for spring and summertime. And then you get about 18 different shades here, so a couple shades more than the regular chocolate bar palettes. And honestly, the texture of these are very similar to the chocolate bar palette textures. So if you really like those eyeshadows, you're really gonna like these. I love these kind of peachy shades. This is like, I wasn't too intrigued with maybe like the bonbons. I was kind of, sort of, like maybe do I not? But this one, I love the colors in here. You definitely have a variety of colors. You can do a lot of really pretty neutral looks, or you can even do even more like a crazy look. So I have been enjoying this palette. I did a tutorial for you guys using this look, so if you guys want to see how I got it, just keep on watching. I've already primed my eyes and I just used the NYX Shadow Base and Skin Tone, and then I'm going to take that peaches and cream color and I'm going to place that underneath my brow bone and all over my lid just to set that. And then I'm going to go in with the color Georgia and a Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush, and I'm just going to place this a little bit above all over the crease area, and this is going to be a transition shade. Then we're going to go in with the colored Candied Peach, which is just a peachy color, and I'm going in with the Morphe M433, and I'm placing this not directly in my crease, but a little bit above, because we're going to place another color there, and then just kind of building up this color and really blending it out and adding just the consistency and the amount of peachiness that I want. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth with this color. I'm going to go back in with that Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush and just blend that out, really blow it out even further. And I'm just kind of going back and forth, going back in with a little bit more Candied Peach, and then just adding some more color. So just adding and blending, adding and blending. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Puree, and I'm going to take another Morphe M433, and this shade is going to go directly into my crease just to add that definition. And I'm just going to be adding that and building that color up. I kind of want to keep this more on the outer edge of my eye. And as you'll see, just little by little, I just keep adding that color. It's just easier to gradually add the color as opposed to add too much. And then it's just going to take you so much longer to blend that out. I'm just going to go back in with that Candied Peach color, that same brush that I used for that, and blend that type of shade in the crease out even further, and then go back in with that Sonia Kashuk and blend that out all together. Then I'm going to go in with the color Delectable and a pencil brush, and I'm actually going to take this and place this right into the outer V of the eye. And I like going in first with that pencil brush and adding the amount of color that I want, adding the pigmentation, with that the precision. And then I'll go in with a clean brush, another type of Morphe M433 Sigma E25, a clean one, and I'll blend that out. I just like being able to add the color exactly where I want, and then just lightly, just kind of like little windshield wiper, little circle motions, but just so like easily kind of blending, not kind of going crazy all over the place, but just trying to keep it and blend out the edges just so everything kind of diffuses together and just looks seamless. Then I'm going to go in with the next shade in Puree, and I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and just pat that onto my lid. And I really like the pigmentation of these colors. I kind of wanted to keep it maybe a little bit on the coolish side with this shade, and then I even went back in with some Fix Plus just to kind of intensify that shade a little bit more, just so you can kind of see it pop a little bit. I'm going to go in with the shade Luscious, and I'm going to go in more into the outer or the inner tear duct of my eye just to add a little bit more of brightness coming in, and then, you know, kind of darkening it up going out to the outer V of my eye. And you can also add a little Fix Plus to that too. Then just going back in with that same brush that we kind of blended out the purple, and just blending both colors together so they just look seamless. Then I'm just going to go ahead and take that Graftobian color corrector in the shade Muted Green, and I'm just going to add this in the areas where I have redness from blemishes. If you have more intense redness like on your cheeks directly, not from like acne per se, then use a face primer to kind of correct all that large area of greenness. But this is more for like spotted redness, and I actually just bought this and I wanted to check it out and see if this would work for my skin. So far, really creamy. Then I actually went in, I'm going in with the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I use mine in the shade Light, and I'm just going to blend that out with a Makeup Geek stippling brush. And the stippling brush will definitely give me a little bit more coverage, and I'm just patting that over the greenness, and the greenness will help kind of counteract and correct that redness, so you don't see as much of the redness peeking through. And I'm going to go in with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector. This is an orange corrector for my dark circles. And I'm just going to place that just where I have that darkness. I'm not bringing this out in any triangle motions per se, because then that'll just be more orange in that area. I'm just trying to counteract that darkness that I have under, and that's what a more peachy tone concealer will do. Then I'll go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just going to place that underneath over that color corrector to kind of highlight a little bit more. This is my lighter one. I got this one to highlight, and then I got like a one closer to my skin tone, more for like everyday work day when it's like I don't need to highlight for work every day. So that's why I wanted to use that color corrector, so it just wouldn't look really dark with this really light concealer. And just placing that down the bridge of my nose, and then forehead, cheek, chin, and on top of my lips. And then I am going to blend that out with a beauty blender. I love blending out concealers with a beauty blender. I actually just restocked on this concealer because it's definitely one of my favorites. Very moisturizing. I'm going to take the Lorac Pro Contour Palette and mix the light and the yellow highlights, the matte highlights together, and then just kind of tap that underneath where I blended out that concealer, just to set underneath my eyes and keep me from creasing all day. With that, I'm actually using my Real Technique setting brush, one of my favorite brushes for the under eyes. I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk contour stick, and I'm just going to use that to contour my cheekbones, around my forehead, and especially down under the chin. I'm currently testing out this contour stick, and I'll definitely let you guys know how I like it. To first kind of blend out that contour, I am taking a Morphe Dual Fiber brush, and I like to go in to kind of really blend the product out with this brush all around the face. I'm actually kind of liking the color for this. It's so interesting that they only have one color, so we'll see how that goes. But so far, it kind of works for my skin tone. It looks a little bit warmer, more of like maybe a bronzy shade, but like I said, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna stop talking about it. But yeah, just make sure you, especially underneath the chin, blend that out, because the last thing you want is like little lines of unblended cream contour. And then to kind of further blend everything out and give it a really nice seamless transition, I like to go back in with the Beauty Blender and just mesh everything together. To set my face, I'm going to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I'm just using a dual fiber brush to pick up the least amount of product and just lightly kind of set around my face. I like to use a powder because I am dry, but it really helps the rest of the powders on top of that mesh well. Then I'm just going to go back in with that peachy shade and a pencil brush, and I'm just going to put this underneath my lower lash line and just blend that out just to kind of even out the top and the bottom lash line. And then I'm going to go back in with that same pencil brush and take that shade Puree, and I'm just going to go ahead and right over that orange shade and also kind of blend this out underneath my lash line before I go back in with that one shade Delectable. And this shade I'm actually going to take with more of a flat, stiff shader brush, and I'm just going to more of like a smudger brush, just so I can precisely add that definition to my lower lash line. But of course, don't forget, once you place it on both lash lines, go back in with that pencil brush and blend it out just so it doesn't look harsh. I like to put that darker color on the lower lash line just to define it, but then I also like to go back in with that pencil brush, same one, and blend it out. And you can always just add and blend and add and blend if you feel like you kind of lost that color a little bit.
Then I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Nude Scandal Eyes in the shade Nude and place that on my waterline. I could have done a black, but I kind of wanted to go with the nude just because it's a little more springy, a little more of that doe-eyed open effect. I added Koko lashes in the style Koko, and then I used my Balm Schwing liner for my liner. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And I actually just did a review and demo of this brow pencil. This is actually the clip that I use. So I'll link that down below in case you guys are interested in checking it out. These pencils are only $2 and they get the job done. You can definitely use this for an everyday brow or if you want to do a little bit more a glam of a brow. Then I'm just going to go back into that Lorac Pro Contour palette and I'm going to take the light and more medium contour shades and I'm just going to use that to kind of go around and define my face. And I am using the Morphe E4 blush contour brush. Really soft, really blends product out so beautifully. Then I go in with my Sonia Kashuk, like more defined chiseled brush, and I like that to kind of add the placement and go back in with that Morphe brush and blend it out. And in case you are messy like me, you can go back in with that Real Technique setting brush and some of that yellow powder and then just kind of place that underneath the contour just to kind of define it a little bit and clean it up and then just kind of blend it around the cheeks as well. I'm going to go in with the Lorac blush in the color Prism, really pretty peachy shade, and I'm using the Target Up and Up blush brush. Love this blush brush, really affordable, really soft as well. And then just don't forget to go in afterwards with that same dual fiber brush and then just kind of blend the blush and the contour shades together and kind of blend them out. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlight, and I'm going to use my Morphe M501 brush and just kind of place that on the high points of my cheeks to highlight and down the bridge of the nose, over everything that you please. I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Nude Suede Shoes lip liner. This is one of their nude lip liners, and I'm actually going to fill in my lips. These are really creamy. I definitely want to buy more of these lip liners, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Bare It All lipstick. This is a really pretty nudie shade, really creamy, also a great affordable suggestion. To top it off, I'm going to use Bite Beauty Rambutan lip gloss, peachy. We're keeping the peachiness, and I just felt like wearing a lip gloss in general. It's been too long. So that is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.